So Genius is standing on the shoulder of giants here. And those giants I would consider to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Steam. I mean, some of them might not be giants today. Steam and Hex itself.
Okay. Somebody just asked in the chat, I think we covered this briefly, but if we could just cover it again really quick. You guys already explained the stability pool once, but if you could just kind of cover it one more time really quick. And then he also wants to know how the APY will differ between the stability pool people and the typical advanced miners.
Okay, yeah, let me grab that. So with the stability pool, I think to understand the benefits of the stability pool, it's good to know the different modes of mining that there are here. Now, we've talked a lot about there being two different modes of mining, but really there are three. There's basic mining, advanced mining, and collateral mining, and that has to do with the stability pool. So these serve slightly different audiences. The basic miner, right? The basic miner, if you have to end early, you won't lose interest. Sorry, you won't lose your principal. So, just like with a certificate of deposit, right? When you end a certificate of deposit early, typically you lose an amount of interest, or you lose all of the interest, or you lose some of the interest. And so you can think of that like with basic mining. However, someone who has a basic miner, they have they give up some really sweet rewards for that security, for that, knowing that they can end early anytime and their principal won't suffer, right? And then you have the advanced miners, which when it comes to the stability pool, that all works the same. But the advanced miners, they're when you create an advanced miner, whatever amount of time that you promise, that you commit to, you're going to want to stick to that. You're going to want to know, I can definitely stick to this. Because you can lose principal should you end early. But the advanced miners, they must run for a minimum of 90 days. Basic miners have no minimum. And you could say even a minimum of 180 days, because the advanced miners cannot end early unless they're running more than 180 days. And they must be at least 90 days long. So basic miners receive the basic rewards payouts, the planned rewards payouts, which is 4.23% yearly. And that's if 100% of everybody is mining, they're going to receive on average 4.236%. If only 10% of people are mining, that comes out to like 40%. But hear me out. So this advanced mining, not only do you earn your share of the basic, the basic rewards, but any penalties that anybody paid as a result of ending early, whether it was penalties on their interest, penalties on their principal, etc., you also earn a share of that, and that's pretty sweet. Now to the stability pool. That's what helps this make sense. With the stability pool, you're depositing collateral, or you're somebody who's redeeming Genius from the open market for that collateral, which we can talk about that later, but that creates a one-way arbitrage that's going to be super, super interesting for traders out there. Traders are going to want to pay attention to this, people who are looking for arbitrage opportunities, because the protocol creates those opportunities, and you can understand how in the white paper. But with the collateral miners, so you've deposited some amount of, let's say, a stable coin. And by doing that deposit, you have a share of this, let's call it, by making that deposit, you have Genius locked in a Genius miner, an advanced miner, that is receiving rewards daily. And so we consider that debt that was issued. So that is Genius that either has to be paid back when your miner ends, or the public can pay it back for you, and you don't owe anything on that part. So the collateral miner, when you start it, you have Genius locked in to an advanced miner, and we consider that Genius debt, and you have a share of the entire debt pool. And this share works differently, but so when you end your miner, right, when you enter miner, let's say 100% of your debt was paid for. You get all of that in Genius. And worst case scenario, none of that debt was paid for. Nobody was interested in the stability pool or Genius itself. You get your collateral back. So it's a very sexy feature.